friends, my today's yummy recipe is Shahi Paneer or Nawabi Paneer in white gravy. It's made of onions and curds with lots of nuts and saffron. It's very rich and creamy and it's a soul of any party's menu. So do try this one and share your feedback and experience. Welcome back to my channel. So my today's yummy recipe is Nawabi or Shahi Paneer in white gravy. Before starting with the recipe, I would like to request you all to please watch the full video, and if you like it, please hit the like button and do not forget to subscribe my channel. For detailed written recipe and ingredients with their measurements, please visit the description box below. So friends, coming to the making of our yummy Shahi Paneer in white gravy, the first stage will be making our gravy masala. For that, the simple ingredients will be onions, cashews, almonds, green chilies, bay leaves, cloves, black peppers, black and green cardamom, and of course enough water to boil all these ingredients. So what you have to do is just add enough water in any pan, then add all these ingredients and then boil it for around 10 to 12 minutes or till your onions and cashews are fully soft. Then you have to switch off the flame and wait for your masala to cool down moderately. So when temperature goes down, then you need to remove the skin of all the almonds. It will be easily removed because after boiling, almonds are now soft. Also, you need to pick up whole spices like bay leaf and black cardamom because we don't want to add more black color to our gravy. Then simply add all these ingredients to our mixer jar and also add few ice crystal. Don't add any extra water, but you can always include the water in which these ingredients were boiled. Just grind all these to make smooth paste and your gravy masala is ready. So friends, once your gravy masala is ready, the second stage of course will be our curry preparation. For that, the ingredients will be our gravy masala paste, oil, jeera, ginger garlic paste, then dry spices like garam masala powder, cinnamon powder, black pepper powder, salt to taste, paneer cubes, fresh curd, fresh cream. So friends, to start our tadka, just add enough oil in a kadhai or a pan, and once your oil is heated, add cumin seeds and ginger garlic paste and saute it for few seconds till raw smell of ginger and garlic goes away. So once your ginger and garlic is roasted well, then you have to add your gravy masala paste and mix it properly. Add some water if required. Then cover and cook for 2-3 minutes on low medium flame. So after 2-3 minutes of cooking, you have to give a stir to your masala so that it does not stick to your pan or kadhai. And if your masala paste is too thick, then you need to add a bit more water and again cover and cook it for 2-3 more minutes. So once your masala paste is cooked well, then you have to add your dry spices. Here we are not adding any turmeric powder, coriander powder or red chili powder. The only spices that we are adding is black pepper powder, garam masala powder, cinnamon powder and of course salt to taste. So mix all these ingredients well and again cover and cook for 2-3 more minutes. So after cooking it for 2 more minutes, you can see that now oil is oozing out completely over the surface. So you have to cook your masala till it releases the oil. Then you have to add fresh curd, and once you add curd, you need to stir it continuously till boil comes. So once boil comes, you need to again cover and cook it for 2 more minutes because we don't want the raw flavor or smell of curd to come inside our gravy. So once your curd is also cooked well, now you can add your paneer cubes and a bit water. If gravy is very thick, mix them properly and again cook them for 1 or 2 more minutes. So as you can see here that our curry is well cooked. So now it's the time to add fresh cream. Just mix it well and cook it only for 1 more minute and it will be ready. So friends, here one important tip is while making your curry, you need to add water in small quantities at different stages of cooking. Don't add too much water at one point of time only because we want to ensure proper thickness and proper consistency in our curry. So as you can see here, our gravy is very smooth and it has got proper consistency. So now just switch off the flame and allow your curry to rest for around 5 minutes, then it will be ready for serving. So after 5 minutes of rest, your curry has reduced down in temperature a bit. So now it's the time to plate it out. Just transfer it to any serving bowl. See how yummy and delicious it looks. Believe me friends, it was equally tasty. So friends, I am garnishing it with some black pepper powder and few saffron strands as we have made Shahi Paneer. So adding saffron will make it more royal and will enhance its taste also. Also you can spread a layer of fresh cream over the surface. It will add to the beauty of our Nawabi or Shahi Paneer. So friends, your yummy paneer is ready. You can enjoy it with naans, rotis and parathas, or you can even serve it with any kind of pulao or rice. I hope you all liked my recipe and will definitely try to make it. So do share your feedback and experience in my comment section below. See you in my next video. Thanks for watching.